On the surface, today seems like a really victorious day for 3M shareholders. All right. The stock is up 5%. That's cool. There are beats reported on EPS and revenue. Headlines are applauding them for beating and for increasing 2023 guidance and for settling the PFAS lawsuit and taking some of the uncertainty out of the situation going forward. Now, regarding that PFAS Forever Chemicals lawsuit, they have taken the hit on their GAAP accounting earnings as of now, posting a $12.35 per share loss. In exchange for that, they have removed a certain amount of uncertainty as to what the future is regarding their liability for PFAS, and they have made it into a known. We know what the price tag is, and that they will pay it out over the course of 13 years, $10.3 billion. And that'll translate into, roughly, it's somewhere between 750 and 800 million a year, I think, that they'll have to pay out in terms of the actual cash coming out of their account. Now, when we look at 3M and their financials, we can see free cash flow. All right. Generally speaking, over the years, it seems to average somewhere in the $5-ish billion range. Some years higher, some years lower. But that seems to be kind of like the area that it's in, okay? So we're talking about the high teens to low 20s percentage of their average free cash flow getting eaten up by this lawsuit. Now, to make matters a little bit scarier, when we look at their dividend, their annual dividend is about $6 per share currently. Recent dividend growth has been anemic, under 1%. All right. Now, when you break down that free cash flow into a per share amount, it seems like over the last few years it's been in the high single digits to maybe $10-ish. We can call it $10 over the last 4 or 5 years on average, just to make it simple, okay? So their payout ratio, about 60-ish percent, maybe a little more, in terms of the dividend, with the tiniest of increases. Now, all of a sudden, another 20-ish percent of that free cash flow getting eaten up by the payouts of this lawsuit. Now, if you're 3M, the situation with your dividend and your ability to increase it doesn't look all that fabulous now, right? Now, additionally, there's another lawsuit out there about these combat earplugs that, were sold to the Department of Defense by a 3M subsidiary, and they're still entangled in the courts on that one. If that one comes out with a similar size judgment with similar payout structure, or a settlement with a similar payout structure, 3M will basically be out of free cash flow. They won't have any cash really left over in order to increase that dividend, do more buybacks, grow the business, really add any additional value to shareholders. And that, if you're a shareholder, is not the kind of thing you want to see. So while today the market is sitting here saying, well, hey, 3M did pretty well this quarter. It could be worse. They got rid of one of the unknowns, and there's fewer unknowns left. I'm sitting here saying the future is a little bit questionable still for 3M. Until we know the outcome of the combat earplugs and how that'll affect their business long term, I'm still watching this with great interest, all right? Much like Palpatine was watching the career of a young Anakin Skywalker, I am watching this with great interest. So let me know in the comments below if you hold any shares of 3M, what you think the future will hold for them. Do you think the dividend's in danger? And hop on Discord and we can talk about this at greater length. The link is in the description. Feel free to join the channel and be a member. Less than 5 cents a day gets you into the inner circle where you get a little bit more say in the direction of the channel, and you've definitely got priority on responses to your comments and questions. Take it easy, everyone, and have a fantastic Taco Tuesday.